Here's the Elliott wave forecast for August 5th, 2011. I'm going to look at the long-term 3-year charts of the Dow and S&P and Nasdaq because we've broken the uptrend line. Basically, I can't draw it here, but you can draw an uptrend line if we broke right through. It's a parallel channel. But the worst case scenario is that we've seen 5 waves up going back to March 2009. Wave 1, Wave 2, Wave 3, which means this retracement in 2010 was a Wave 4, and then we got an extended fifth wave. And we might be seeing a Wave 2 right now because of how fierce the selling has gotten. But again, this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, an extended fifth wave, and Wave 2. Typically, Wave 2s retrace back to the previous 4, which means that this could be an A wave, then get a B wave, then a C wave down to worst case scenario. This is the worst case scenario. So drop back to 9,500 in the Dow. That'd be 5 waves up and an ABC back down to 9,500. Um, uh, but in the 10-day charts on the Dow, S&P, and Nasdaq, there does appear to be 5 waves down. But considering that we dropped 512 points today in the Dow, and Nasdaq was just horrendous, dropped 136 points, and in 2008 we started out with a drop like that, and then kept going, and then I don't want to say it's 2008 again, but I think my personal opinion is that this is just a wave two, but a wave two again could drop to as low as 9,500 the Dow. For S&P, I mean we're only about 125, 175 points away from 1025 in the S&P. So this could be 5 waves up: wave one, wave two, wave three, wave four, extended fifth wave, and then a wave two. We do have a slow stochastic at 0 right now, which means that we should have a retracement, probably number 2, in this next couple days, hopefully. But let me go to the RSI. The RSI is actually, I mean, the RSI is at near 20 or near the lows that was set back in October '08, and lower than the bottom in '09 of March '09. So you could say that we might be close to a bottom here, but the fact that we dropped 500 points in one day, 500 plus points in one day in the Dow, doesn't make it easier to say that we bottomed here. I mean, I really don't want to say we bottomed here yet, because if this is 5 waves up and this is an extended fifth wave, we could drop to as low as 1025 or the previous 4 in the S&P. But we do have an RSI that's really low. I'm talking like right at October 2008 lows. So we might get an upward 2 and then maybe a downward 3. So I'd actually lighten up if we get an upward 2 coming in the next few days. And um, if the RSI and the social stochastic at 0 and RSI is at October 2008 lows. So but we do have a VIX over 32 right now, or 31. But again, we got a we did get a remember the flash crash last year, how we dropped almost the same amount. Probably I think we dropped like 800 points in the Dow, and then we rebounded. So I personally think that if we get a retracement in wave two, then fail 1200 again, then we can drop down to 1025. But um, I do think we might get a rally, just to an upward 2 rally, and again I'll probably lighten up if we get an upward 2 rally, and then we probably head into September, October. 1025 could be a target for the previous 4. I mean, it really isn't that far away from where it is right now. So I would just say get it over with and get the wave 2 over with. But wave 2s can occur with zigzags. So this could just be an A wave. That's the problem. For Nasdaq, this could be wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. This could be a 4. This could be an extended fifth wave. This fifth wave is actually close to equal length to the wave 1. Not well, actually more like 0.618 times wave 1 plus wave 3. So yeah, one of my targets is 2850 in the Nasdaq, and we hit it, and now we're retracing violently. But anyway, we do have an RSI that's near 20, so that's a good sign. So if we do rally here, I would think of just being upward 2, because if this is a wave 2, we're tracing this entire 5-wave move, going back to all to March 09. He dropped to as low as 2100 or 2050 in the Nasdaq. But I think the next the coming week we should get us probably get an upward 2, and then we can probably figure out that if we get a wave 2 that traces to the previous 4, or we get a wave 2 up and then take out the 52-week high. But for now, it's a little. To be honest, it is a little bit premature to call a wave 2 of that size. But I mean, just the way we've dropped in the past, like headed into September, October. That's the problem. September, October are the 2 of the worst months. Actually, those are the 2 worst months in typically in the market. And I mean, we've already dropped. We dropped what, 6% today, and if we drop another, say 10% or 15%, it could probably head down to 2050 in the Nasdaq. So again, the worst case scenario is that this 5 waves up, and we're gonna wave 2 back to 2050. For S&P, a wave 2 will retrace back to as low as 1025. For the Dow, it will trace to as low as 9500. But again, I think the first upward retracement could be this could signal whether we get a move of that size or not. And even though we do have a VIX over 30, we had a VIX in the 70s in 2008. I honestly think we're not going to crash like we did in 2008. But I do believe that we could be headed for a previous forward retracement at worst. I don't want to say that this is guaranteed to happen, but first line again, you get a wave 2, and then you get downward 3. That would be it. So again, I'm waiting for an upward 2. So if you get an upward 2, I would lighten up, and then I would just wait on the sidelines to wrap.